All right, so I mean, if you take a look at this gemstone, I'll give you a second to guess what it is. All right, and you probably guessed it right because it's very difficult not to guess what a red gemstone is, especially if you do follow jewelry, right? So the center stone is a ruby. This is indeed a FAB lab created ruby by Fire and Brilliance. Now that is set on 4 slight claw prongs. This entire setting is made of 14K yellow gold. Okay, so obviously this is not your typical solitaire setting. This is an ice solitaire setting by Fire and Brilliance with natural diamonds along the shank to give it some more sparkle, some more brilliance, some more fire, just an extra pop, if you will, especially if you are into wearing jewelry. So, if you are into red colors, if you're into rubies, then one of the best ways to set a ruby is to set it on yellow gold. Now, I understand that in today's world, the white metals are very popular, from white gold to palladium and platinum. And you can definitely set rubies on other metal colors as well, from rose gold and white gold. But when you set it on yellow gold, it just gives it an extra pop, as you can see here, especially if you love yellow gold, right? So it just gives it pairs very well. And when you set it on top of each other, it just gives it that extra flair, if you will. It gives it that extra, just pizzazz and pop, and it just really just draws the attention of the eyes because of how colorful it is. Now, that's the whole idea of wearing a colored gemstone. If you are into colored gemstones, then you want that extra pop. In this case, the center stone is a ruby, and the whole idea of a solitaire setting, regardless if it's a traditional solitaire without accented gemstones or an ice solitaire in this case, the idea is to really showcase the center stone. And if you take a look here, isn't that just gorgeous? Isn't it just beautiful? It's so majestic, right? It's just really stunning. I mean, I just can't further explain how gorgeous this is. So hopefully the cameras could capture the true beauty of it. And, for me to just hold it here, just really, really pretty. The center stone is an antique cushion cut. It's a brilliant cut, right? But it's an elongated cushion, so it's really nice, and it gives it a lot of brilliance. Now, the color of this gemstone, rubies, they do come from light, dark, medium, right? The traditional terminology, some people, when you go in the trade and you're trying to purchase a ruby, sometimes people are looking for a very traditional terminology called pigeon blood. It sounds very off for some reason. I don't know where that word came from, but it is a terminology in the jewelry business. But it has nothing to do with violence. It's just how they explain the color, and it's very similar to this color. It gives it a very deep, dark, but very bright red. So it's a very preferred type of color when it comes to rubies, because when it's too light, it can be mistaken as a pink sapphire or classified as a pink sapphire in many cases. And if it's too dark, where it's just, it just looks like like a cherry, if you will, a very, ripe cherry, that's also not very preferred. But when it looks like this, where it's kind of purplish, but still vibrant and beautiful, that's usually the preferred color. Now, that being said, we are creating these red rubies, and we can create it in different sizes and shapes and colors. I mean, not colors, but from light to medium to dark, as well as different shapes and cuts. So if you're interested in setting a ruby like this in another setting, or even in this setting, since it's already just gorgeous the way it is, and if this inspires you, then please feel free to reach out to us. Our contact information is on fireandbrilliance.com. You can call us, reach out to us, chat with us, go on Facebook, Instagram, or even leave a comment here on YouTube. And one of our jewelry consultants will be more than happy to help you out. If you have anything that is in your mind, a design that you're inspired to create, we will be more than happy to consolidate all of your ideas, put it together, and provide you with a complimentary quote.